Hi, this is Ray the Bearman. These are pictures of Manitou Springs, one of the most beautifulest places in the world. I'm doing this video on the fly. I was talking to an employee, a couple of employees that work for a psychiatrist's office, and wow, yeah, depression is a major thing. I mean, that's why they see psychiatrists. So you know, and as a kid, I have to describe this because I was sharing this with a couple of employees. You know, well, I was working on a computer after I got done with the computer about, you know, and as a kid, I would like have this scenario of my older brother or older sister, you know, being in a sad situation, etc., and just being real quiet and, you know, mundane and whatever. And I'd, you know, have these scenarios about my older brother Fred or Stan or Celeste or whatever, and it's like, okay, kind of weird, but depression is weird. I mean, hey, you know, but it is more commonplace. And then I realized years later it was me that was going through those mundane periods, you know, melancholy and then depression, you know, which turned into a physical disease, and I had to get help. Then after I moved to Colorado, you know, near the mountains, I was, you know, everything was good. It's like, finally made it to Colorado. A lot of problems started creeping up, so I saw a shrink. I'm gonna zoom in on the cat here. Yeah, okay, cats are cool. So I saw this other doctor, Victor, and he is not a typical shrink. There goes the cat. Bye, kitty. And he asked me questions. He, you know, we had to do the intake, of course, but he did help me a lot. And I got a chance to reunite with him, and I worked on a bunch of his computers and stuff like that. Did I just pop a zit while I was making a video? Jesus, I shouldn't do that. So anyway, depression really sucks because I have a friend that's like sick 91% of the time. You know, we chat and this and that. It's like, but she's sick 91% of the time. Really sad. I got to force myself to walk. I mean, I'm not a people person, but I was on this call and I said, you know, I really need to get going hiking and then go drumming, whatever. So I actually drove and I sat by myself in a parking lot under a tree for about an hour or two to gather my thoughts, to be away from people. Sometimes that's what I need. So I just want to give clip notes on depression. The other night I made a video about, gee, now I'm pulling my hair. Okay, yeah, pulling my hair, picking zits, and picking my nose. Well, making a YouTube video. I'm famous! Yes. Scares me. Yeah, over 18,000 hits on videos, YouTube videos. So I'm not trying to sound macho, but I try to help people. A lot of people are asking about depression, so I thought, well, here's my description. Is it scary? You know, my other gripe, of course, is, you know, people that came from rich families and get, you know, qualify for Medicaid. Well, let me see. Jesus, I got a bunch of teeth missing, and I don't have dental, and I don't have Medicaid. And it's funny, my health insurance rates are higher than my rent. Yeah, higher than my lot rent. Interesting. Has been for 2 years since the Affordable Health Care Act took place in 2012. But it is what it is. So I could bitch and complain and, you know, get really depressed over it, or I could focus on the bright side. Let me go over here to Facebook here. Oh, my finger's in the camera. Let me go over here. I have a lot of friends here. I'll just click on the page for what it's worth. A lot of good friends. And they gave me support and mostly work. Got a boost and a head start, but basically I've been giving away one laptop computer a month. I gave one away to a lady. What happened is her, as I was delivering the computer, her DVD player slid out. You know, I didn't know that there was no screw in it. Fell on her porch and damaged it. So I got that handled. She was happy. And actually, I was at the Manitou Springs Library. I was, you know, showing her this other computer that she could use, right? And I didn't know that they had barking spiders, you know, serious, loud barking spiders in that library. And the librarian she kept giving me that stare down. And she's a lot younger than me, but she's being a good librarian. So then I was doing some more stuff on the computer, doing a demo, and all of a sudden, another barking spider appeared. So, you know, those are the things that make me laugh. You know, maybe immature, but, you know, that's part of what I do to get out of depression. So Part of what helps is hanging out with bears and mountain lions. Okay, I'm trying not gonna pop a zit while I'm, making a YouTube video. I promise not to do that again. Yeah. Michelle's grossed out, so yeah, there you have it. Just pop them. Oh boy. So okay. So basically, I try to help people, and I do gross stuff, and I snap out of depression. I'm trying to hold the camera still. Okay, so I do stupid, silly stuff, and so I was at this, working with this, the shrink secretary about the computer and saying, well, you look pretty serious today. And I was just saying it might be a good idea to, get out there and meet people, etc., let loose. And I said, it takes one to know one. So this is about depression, maybe a little bit about Asperger's. Stuttering when you have Asperger's while making a YouTube video, and trying not to pop zits or pick your nose or scratch your ear and pull earwax out of your ear while making a YouTube video. Well, looking at pictures of Manitou Springs, Colorado. Oh, here's one. Half block away, manhole gusher. That's the most famous one. I was watching that thing. It was funny. So we make humor of all this stuff. Our town's been through a lot of hell. Okay, and then another cliff note. Aspen Point did not get their grant for any event that I was supposed to endorse. Taxpayers' money. They do help a lot of people, but this lady, I'll just call her Christina, spoil it for a lot of people. But Aspen Point does help a lot of people. I have friends that go there for counseling, therapy, etc. And they do help people. But one person that was like one of their executives, it's like, okay, yeah. So, okay, so we got 7 minutes running. So I'm going to give cliff notes on depression. Aspen Point does have care, but there's other care. There's better care. Shop around. If you got to be put on meds, it's a trial and error. And sometimes what I had to do years ago is try a part of a med to see if my body is allergic to the meds. It took a while. And so because I walk after every meal, I exercise when I get up, I drink tea. I don't drink coffee right away, I drink tea. And then after breakfast, I'll have coffee. There's tools. So I've been helping a lot of people. And I grew up in Elgin, Illinois. I was born at a very young age, and I insisted my mother be there. So anyway, that's another story. I won't go there. But I suffered with depression my whole life. So this is 8 minutes. And it's, I don't know, it's just hard for me because I had Asperger's and depression. So hang in there. Don't give up before the miracle happens. I want to make a happy video because there's some people that have been giving me lots of support. People from the paper, one of the newspapers I work part-time for. A couple of, production companies, advertising companies, built computer run generator back east. I already posted that picture online in the about a week ago on the Manitou Bear Rescue site. So I just want to share some positive cliff notes. It's not always positive, but the other day I was in a funk and I found ways to make ends meet. And it's mostly from work, from these customers that trust me, and I trust them to work on their computers. And so the idea is to pay it forward. So if somebody does you a favor, maybe in a short time you could do somebody else a favor when you're able to. Pay it forward. And that's what we do in Manitou. We pay it forward all over town, man. Look at that. In this town, it's a small town, a little mountain town, but we thrive, man. We thrive. So I'm going to sign out. And there's my finger in front of the lens. I am not picking my nose. I'm not popping any zits. Okay. I am out of my depression. Thank you for listening.